Hi children. So we're back after a long time, right? Sometimes when we are in a closed place, unable to go out and meet people and do whatever we wish to do for a prolonged period of time, we get all these typical symptoms of what we call anxiety. We get restless and we get irritated, and sometimes we don't feel hungry, or we don't feel like meeting people, and of course also we don't feel like switching on the camera when the teachers ask you to switch on the video. And sometimes we have this tendency to close ourselves more and more and more away from the remaining world, and we don't realize the reason for that. We attribute it to all kinds of things, that I'm not able to go out, I'm not able to play, I'm not able to study, I've got a lot of work, there's too much of homework, we attribute it to all kinds of things. And actually our mind is assisting us to get into this mode of anxiety because we are in an enclosed place for a prolonged period of time, and this is what we call as cabin fever. Okay, cabin fever. Now it's not actually fever where you feel feverish, but all the symptoms of fever, like you want to go away from everybody, I want to rest, and I feel very lazy, or I shouldn't say lazy, but I feel very how do you say, very energyless. I want to lie down all the time, I'm not interested in things happening around. All these kind of typical symptoms would come, and that's why we call it fever. And cabin, because it's a cabin, it's a closed environment. And actually for us, with this prolonged period of pandemic that we've had, and for you children, this is such an important part of your life, where this is a time you are supposed to be exploring outside, meeting people, making friends, breaking friends, making friends back again. A whole lot of peer activity is supposed to happen. We are forced to deny ourselves all that, and we are forced to stay indoors. Not much activity, not even kind of play with people or meet people, none of these things are able to happen. And therefore the feeling is that of being in an enclosed place. Okay, and that's why we call this as a cabin fever. Okay, so as we just discussed, all these typical symptoms are that of exclusion, and feeling very less energetic, and not having an enthusiasm to do stuff. And of course on top of all this, we have to study, because we can't give up on education for a virus, right? So we have to study, and the pressure of studies and homework, and a different mode of education, where do we upload our homework, and a lot of things are happening which are new, and so fast, a lot of things are happening which are new, and we have to be able to face all that on our own. We have to whatever we need to create new, what for us to be able to adjust, all has to be on our own, because there's not much peer interaction. And peer learning, what we learn from each other, is a very important part of our growing up, and that is denied to us. Okay, so if you are feeling any of these symptoms that we spoke of just now, not feeling very enthusiastic, not feeling like going and meeting anybody, even though there's an opportunity to go out and meet people, not feel like going out for picnics, or not feeling like interacting with family, or taking part in some party or a group meeting, which is a possibility. If you don't feel like any of those things, then I'm not saying this is the typical symptom of having cabin fever, but it's a possibility that we may be going towards it. Okay, so this is where we need to catch ourselves, children, before things become more psychologically effective, or before it takes a toll on us. I mean, we're all resilient, right? We have learned to come back to life and do what we want. So what should we typically do for this, if we are going through these symptoms of feeling very lonely, and not feel like interacting with people and stuff? What should we typically do? Okay, one is that, most important, if you catch yourself, there's an opportunity to meet somebody, or if there's a party or somebody's calling, and if you don't feel like it, and you realize that you're making excuse, I have homework, I have a lot of work to do, look back at all the other symptoms. Am I falling into this, what we call as typically as cabin fever? And if yes, push yourself to say yes to that meeting, and just be there. Even if you don't speak initially, just be there and be a part of it. And before that, when you realize that all these things are happening, one very important thing you can do nowadays, lockdown is all much relaxed, right? We can go out, make sure that at least once a day for at least 1.5 to 2 hours, expose yourself to outdoors, listen to the sounds of birds, trees, whatever you can have, whatever you have in the environment. Go out and be with nature for at least 1 to 2 hours and say yes to that meeting or party or whatever the friends are, whatever they are planning. Okay, now having done this, also make sure that you don't eat any junk food, because whatever junk food in many ways, I'm not going to go into details there, but in many ways also contribute to us feeling even more closed, even more known, getting a feeling that I don't need others, I just need this. And okay, so include good proteins, good vitamins, good amount of water and minerals into your diet. Okay, keep as much as possible. If you're really feeling this, keep all this junk food or fast food that are not very healthy, and go back to eating more of raw salads, for example, a lot of salads, a lot of fruits, drink a lot of water, get into that kind of a mode. Okay, another thing that you can make sure is that you have some kind of a time batching for your activities. So you said, okay, I have got so much of homework to do, this time to this time I'm going to do homework. So you batch your time, and you know that if you're spilling over, now when we leave it open, I can do homework anytime, I can do my assignment anytime. When you leave it open, then anytime becomes an excuse to do something. Whereas if you batch your time, you know that okay, this is the time I had batched, and according to my experience, what you would have seen in the past years, 1 or 2 hours or even 3 hours probably you can spill over for 1 more hour to do the finish the work. But if you're spilling over beyond that, then you know that okay, this is not going right, I shouldn't be spending so much of time and doing this one activity which I think I can finish within the time I had planned to. So batch your time for everything, whether it is your play time or homework time or hobby time or whatever it is. Do time batching so that you have control over your time and you don't allow life to slip into something which we don't have control over. Okay, another thing what you can do, children, what you must do, not can do, what you must really do is to sleep on time. Get back your circadian rhythm. You remember we had done a video once on respecting body clock. So respect your body clock and get back onto your time, get back into your schedule of what you will do within a complete day. Make sure you sleep, get enough sleep, 8 to 10 hours during the sleeping hours, not like sleep at 3 o'clock and wake up at 9 o'clock next day morning. Sleep during the sleeping hours, because the body responds to the hormones that are released at particular time. So there are these hormones which are typically released at night, and your children, you haven't become adults yet, so these hormones are typically released from like 2 to 4 early in the morning, and that should be your really deep sleep time, so that the body grows, wear and tear happens in a very natural way. Okay, so respect your body clock and get enough sleep for each day. And if there is something worrisome, contact somebody, talk to your parents, talk to a counselor. I am there, you can anytime call me up and talk to people and see what is it that is not going right. Okay, so children, if you can handle some of these things the way we discussed just now and get back into the routine as much as possible. There are some bindings we still can't go touch people, meet, play physically, because the virus has not disappeared yet, but whatever we can do, right? So let's do whatever we can do, and let's keep cabin fever at bay. What fever? I mean, if we have overcome corona, then we can definitely overcome cabin fever, right? Chalo, take care. Ciao.